Compier. I'm president of the Adjunct Faculty Association here at Nassau. This is the best event that we throw each year, the AFA Scholarship event. We have a special guest here, Anna O'Gorman from the CSEA. Our two associations, our two unions have established a wonderful, wonderful relationship. I'm so happy to see so many of our officers here, our executive board members here, except for Kenny, and our department reps. Again, it's once a year, but just to look at the faces of the people who have provided scholarship money, given scholarships in the names of their loved ones, we so appreciate it. And once you hear and once we hear the stories of the students who are receiving those awards, you'll understand how important these scholarships are. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome you and bring up Reuben Friedman. And again, I want to thank Reuben so much and the committee so much for the work that they do to get it here.
Good afternoon and welcome, and I'm Dr. Reuben Friedman. I'm the chairman of the Scholarship Committee. This is our 14th year, and I've been on the Scholarship Committee ever since its beginning. And I started on the Scholarship Committee because I thought it was probably a really worthwhile committee to give students who are needy, who need help with with money for their education, and I think that's basically the bottom line. And we have a really great group of students this year, a great group of scholarship winners, and I'll introduce them as we go along. First, I'd like to introduce the committee. My two committee members are sitting up here, Professor Jack DeMasi. Mark Lipset, who okay, we'll take that away from you. Please, take it away. Okay, hold on.
Wait, your cell phone.
I don't recognize the number.
Anyway,
Cell phones in class.
the three of us worked diligently on coming up with the scholarship winners, and all of the steps, there are many, many steps in relation to making sure that this function, the luncheon today, goes off very smoothly, okay? So you can go home, Ken. The winners all know their prizes, their scholarship awards, and so there are no surprises for them. However, there is one surprise for you people. After I call you up, we'd like you to take a few minutes to talk a little bit about yourself, tell us a little bit about who you are and where you've been and what you've done. Very, very short. It can be very short. And we never tell the students ahead of time, because if we told them ahead of time, they probably would not come. Everybody's afraid of public speaking, I think. Most people.
Evidently.
Okay, anyway. Also, just so you know, you will be given a white envelope with a certificate in it, a nice certificate, suitable for framing, set of Ginzu knives. And also, your check will be in the envelope, so don't just, take the certificate out and throw the envelope away. We don't want you to lose that because there's some good money in there. All right, so let's begin. The first award is the Presidential Academic Excellence Scholarship, and it's $3,000. It goes to Michael Meany, and the student who gets this award must have at least a 3.5 GPA. and be graduating this spring or summer. Michael is a nursing major with a 3.6 GPA. His ultimate goal is to get a Master of Science degree in nursing, specializing in psychiatric and mental health nursing.
Oh, good.
Wow. We could use him here. Bring him on, political parties need him.
He works in a group home for adults with cognitive disabilities, and this award will help him to take time off from his work to devote more time to his studies and to pay for classes and supplies. Come on down, Michael. Scholarship is the John Meehan Second Chance Scholarship. John Meehan was one of the founders of our union. And this is for $5,000. It's sponsored by Stuart Johnson, who could not attend. It's for a student 35 years or older with at least also a 3.5 GPA. The winner is Teresa de Blasio, a legal studies major with a 3.88 GPA. Teresa was recently asked by the legal department for her work, such as legal memorandums, legal research papers, and case briefs for the department to use as examples in the Legal Learning Center.
We have tape.
She's transferring to St. John's University to pursue a BA in legal studies. After that, she would like to attend law school and become an attorney. She is a single mother of 2. Come on down, Teresa. The next scholarship is the AFA Member Scholarship for $1,000 for a student with a minimum 3.3 GPA. This goes to Joseph Afra, a biology major with a 4.0 GPA. Joseph graduated from the University of Ghana with a first-class honors in social work. He is studying to be a physician. In 2006, he worked as an intern with the Child Research for Action and Development Agency, CRADA, a non-governmental agency which focused on the development of children in Ghana. The areas he worked in recorded some of the highest maternal mortality rates in the region. Joseph wants to help make the world a better place for others who are needy. Come on down, Joseph. The AFA offers a scholarship for $2,000. This goes to Wagner Machado, a computer science major with a 3.95 GPA. Wagner was born in the Brazilian countryside to parents who worked on a banana farm. He began working at 12. At 20, he came to the United States knowing very little English. He put his sister ahead of him, saving money to send her through college. After this, in 2014, he began attending NCC. He is on the Dean's List in Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, all while holding a full-time job and working 6 days a week. Come on down, Vanda. The Robert F. Blake Executive Board Scholarship of $2,000 goes to Jean Ledon La Jeunesse, a health science major with a 3.6 GPA. He was born in Haiti. Jean will be transferring to Stony Brook University. College has been a challenge for him because in addition to attending and studying, he worked full-time at 7-Eleven in his first semester. He could only register for one class because he did not have enough money to meet tuition and other costs. Kay Blake, Bob's widow, is here to present John his award. Come on down, John and Kay. Three scholarships named after former union officers who are not with us, unfortunately. John Petrelli, James Crisafulli, and Robert McGowan. And they were all union officers. Every year we give out these three scholarships to memorialize them. for $1,000 each. The first one goes to Norma Slokovich, a liberal arts major with a 3.77 GPA. She is involved with the Ronald McDonald Charities Share a Meal program. She, along with a team of volunteers, cooks meals for the families who are currently residing at the Ronald McDonald House of Long Island. Her plan is to partner her education with a healthy lifestyle and love of cooking to one day open a restaurant that specializes in healthy alternatives to everyday meals. Pat Crisafulli is here to present these 3 scholarships. So come on down, Norma and Pat. Second scholarship goes to Maria Letelier, a nursing major with 3.3 GPA. She plans on continuing to obtain a BS degree in nursing. She is currently working full-time as an LPN, taking care of her father, who is chronically ill with a form of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis.
ALS.
ALS, Lou Gehrig's.
What?
ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease.
Usually I try to make things easy for myself. She is also a mother of 2 teenagers. She worked with the first responders of 9/11. Pat Crisafulli will again present this award. Come on down, Willie. And the third Petrelli, Crisafulli, and McGowan Scholarship goes to Christina Williams. She's also a nursing major with a 3.48 GPA. She could not attend today, but I'll tell you a little about her. Christina wrote in her essay that, quote, helping people, more particularly children, was something she wanted to do, unquote. She believes you have not failed until you stop trying. She dreams of becoming a pediatrician. So let's give her a hand. The last scholarship, it's a new scholarship, is the Neil McClellan Memorial Scholarship for $1,000, and is sponsored by Neil's daughters, Diane Morrison and Jean McClellan Winter. The winner is Dana Mae Del Rosario, a nursing major with a 4.0 GPA. She quoted Nelson Mandela, who said, quote, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, unquote. Dana Mae wants to finish nursing school and get her license as a registered nurse. She also wants to get her BS and MS in nursing, specializing in pediatrics. Before I ask her to come up, I'd like to make a brief statement about who Neil McClellan was. And Neil passed away this year after spending a lifetime as a teacher, professor, and administrator of English. He loved to teach and loved to read nonfiction. He was a good friend to me. I always tried to throw him a curveball to get him to laugh, and in most cases I accomplished this. He didn't always know where I was coming from. I miss him, and this is, a worthy award to commemorate him and what he's done here for Nassau and at the college, for the AFA too. Please come up and receive your award. Dana Mae and Diane and Jean, please come up to present it to her.
Special award. One of the things that we're finding, and we found over the last year or 3 months, that there's so many smart, good, caring people who work at Nassau Community College. The collective brilliance is amazing, and I think it's important for us to recognize that. So what I've done is created an award, and it's called the President's Award for Excellence. There are 2 people I want to give that award to today. One person, and the reason that I'm doing it is he's so deserving. He's at the heart of what we do on a daily basis. and I want him to be the first recipient of this award. He created the website My AFA Online. We have an email grouping. We can reach 3,000 plus adjuncts instantaneously. He is my daily advisor. Every day we speak and I get advice from him. And if I didn't get this advice, the union would not be where it is today. He spearheaded our membership drive. When we came into office, we had 796 members. We now have 1,243 members. I can go on and on and on. My friend, Rich Urban, the first recipient. By the way, he helped me design the certificate. The second person that I would like to present this award to, hers was the first office that I walked into as a new president, and I was greeted with a smile. As I sat in the outer office waiting to get into the office, I could hear her interacting with students. And the caring, the love, the concern for the students who walked through her door was evident. One of the reasons that I'm here today is because while at Nassau, my teachers, my coaches, my advisors had the same attitude and the same impact on me as she is currently having on the students who walk through her door. She works for the foundation, NCC Foundation, and the foundation raises money for scholarships for students. She does this tirelessly. In addition, she was the first one to buy tickets for the fundraiser that we did for the nest that raised over $7,000. She was the first one who made an impression on me. So, Lori, I want you to come back up.